Like I was saying, it's FTX. It's a safe and easy way to get into crypto.
Yeah, I don't think so. And I'm never wrong about this stuff. Never.
I'm not sure that's aged well.
This is going to be complicated.
Over $150 billion. In 3 days, that's how much the world's 15 largest cryptocurrencies lost in market value. It's because of the crypto exchange platform FTX.
To start, let's talk about FTX US. This is a company that's been a recurring sponsor here on the channel since spring of this year. We took them at their word, and that turned out to be a mistake.
Big mistake. Huge.
The whole saga surrounding FTX is messy and ongoing, with more shocking details sure to come. But this video, it's not about that, okay? It's not about what went wrong. For that, LegalEagle has done a really good video stepping through all we know so far, so I'll link that below in the description if that's what you want to know. But before we get to any of the bigger issues here, really, I think there's one thing we need to discuss. Let's discuss sponsorship generally.
Wait, that doesn't sound fun.
Look, make no mistake, sponsorship is a business transaction. On YouTube, creators are receiving generous payments, to say the least, to promote a company's offerings, which is not a strict recommendation from that creator. But come on, it also kind of is.
It's just common sense.
After all, the reason a company is willing to pay creators is because it thinks it'll make more money by doing so. It's that simple. This is in part because that company gets to associate itself with and benefit from the goodwill that creator has with their audience.
How could you sell out like that?
This isn't some new phenomena. This marketing strategy goes back hundreds of years to the 1700s, when Wedgwood, producers of fine chinaware to this day, used royal endorsement as a marketing device. This strategy works. Think about how Michael Jordan accelerated the growth of Nike.
It became personal with me.
However, there are risks that go with those commercial arrangements. So, staying with Nike as an example here, they're reported to have lost about $1.7 million in sales in the fallout of the 2009 scandal involving Tiger Woods, 7 women, and some really cringy text messages I definitely didn't need to see in my teen years.
And I accidentally read a few flirty text messages that were probably from a boy in her class, which is fine. Or they're from a drifter.
Oh, won't somebody please think of the children?
But on the other end of the spectrum, we have these cases where celebrities endorse failing and possibly fraudulent enterprises.
You're a fraud. A total fraud.
In the Graham Stephan example, FTX was willing to pay him to discuss their platform for a very clear reason. Even if he didn't explicitly recommend it, the mere mention of it to his audience would result in more users on their platform.
Well, you have to spend money to make money.
This is especially true given how Graham has been promoting cryptocurrencies as an alternative investment. What makes this worse is the nature of FTX as an exchange. It's very different from other companies. So if you were suckered into buying something of little value, like established titles, which Graham also promoted, your loss is limited to the relatively small sum you spent on that item. It doesn't go any further. But FTX is an exchange where people have deposited significant sums of money, hence why there are billions of dollars now cumulatively that have been lost. And unfortunately for Graham, while he maintains his channel and content don't constitute financial advice, his content does specifically discuss investments and personal finances.
You will lose all your money.
That's his brand. That's what he built for himself.
Brand recognition.
Graham has at least apologized, which is more than some have done, and he does deserve credit for that.
Yeah, it's not all bad.
But what is the liability of sponsorship recipients? Well, not much in this case.
The law is the law.
The Federal Trade Commission has previously released guidance materials about this, and the law in the United States is pretty friendly for those making endorsements, as long as they're a bona fide user, which Graham was, and the statements they made were sufficiently broad, which here they were. It's difficult for liability to be imposed. And to be fair, how could Graham have known about the issues 3 months ago? And why shouldn't caveat emptor apply here?
Yes, I know what caveat emptor means, you low-life liar!
Look, to be clear, I'm not happy about this, other than the very small ancillary benefit of how distracted Tom Brady has been on the football field.
What percent of the blame does Brady deserve here?
100.
100%?
100% of the blame.
FTX is the safest and easiest way to buy and sell crypto. It's the best way to get in the game.
Straight in crypto.
This is why crypto should be regulated, even though that is the antithesis of the purpose of crypto. It's a frustrating outcome for sure, but this is why this channel is called Responsible Wealth, well, at least in part. We've got to be responsible for our own financial decisions, and at the same time, we do have to hold wealth accountable, which is why here, I hate to say, but that's not going to be done through the legal system. However, collectively, we do have the ability to push back in other ways. And that is something that's worth remembering when you deal with any Instagram influencer, YouTube personality, or online presence. You need to think critically and not just take these people beyond face value.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Anyway, another somber finish to another video. If you enjoyed this or found any content relevant, look, I'd really appreciate a like, subscribe, and help the channel grow. Thanks, guys.
Everyone's always saying that.
Well, let's just hope it works.